Again, I'm gonna make sure y'all in the right meeting.
We're
gonna be talking about what?
Money.
Talking about what?
Money.
All right. There you more money. Absolutely. Absolutely. By show of hands, anybody in the room want to be wealthy?
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir. Okay. Because you know you can blow rich, but you can't blow wealth. You know that? You can blow rich, but you can't blow wealth. Wealth is generational. Does that make sense?
Right.
All right. So for those of you that's not familiar with me, my name is Dr. Jerry Bobo. I am a psychologist by trade. My wife, Winter, you guys saw her hosting. She and I together have about 15 years experience in network marketing, entrepreneurship. We own a spa downtown on Madison Avenue. We own a hand car wash on Union in Cleveland. We're in the top 2% of income earners in this company that I'm about to show you. We're working on our 4th million. Y'all want to take that journey with us?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 people clap. Let me try it again. Everybody want to work on $1 million with us?
Yes, sir.
Now, $1 million is not a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you right now. I blew through my first million. Seriously, I blew through my first million in less than 24 months, and I don't drink and I don't do drugs.
Yes, sir.
I'm serious. Like I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I have no vices like that. But I blew through $1 million in 24 months. But the thing that I didn't blow through was the skill to be able to get it. Does that make sense?
All right.
Now, so since we've created multiple $1 million incomes ourselves, I said, well, we're not going to say that we're millionaires anymore. We're skillionaires.
All right.
And a skillionaire is simply a person that not only has the ability to make millions themselves, but they got the skill to teach others how to do it.
All right. Yes,
All right.
sir.
So I want everybody on the ship. Y'all want to be on the ship with us?
Yeah.
Y'all want to have your toes in the sand?
Yeah.
Everybody ready to wake up to your dream car?
Yeah.
Your dream house?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do it now. Let's jump right into it. So the first thing that we found is a company called Myecon. Now, Myecon is the personal financial success company. The key word there is personal. Everybody say personal.
Personal.
And we're going to help you become successful. Now, as a company, we're 13 years old. We're based out of Atlanta. We're debt-free. We're expanding across the country at a rapid pace. We're technology-driven, which simply means I'm going to show you guys how to turn your laptop, your PC, your tablets, and Facebook into an ATM.
Yeah.
All
right. All right.
Mark Zuckerberg should be the only one getting rich off Facebook. Are y'all following what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that. We've got time-tested strategies, which simply means that at this meeting, at the end of it, I'm not going to show y'all all this great information, and then we're going to have to hold hands and pray and say, we hope this works. It's already working. Does that make sense? Is that worth a round of applause? It's already working. Now, my favorite bullet point, number 6, which I want to move it to number 1, we have helped people like you and me cash flow over $400 million. I know y'all clapping for that.
Yeah.
400 million. Would y'all take 10% of 400 million?
Yeah.
How much money is that?
40 million.
40 million. Would y'all take 10% of 40 million?
Yes, sir.
How much money is that?
40.
Would y'all take 10% of 4 million?
Yes, sir.
How much money is that?
400,000.
Would y'all take 10% of 400,000?
Yes.
How much money is that? 40,000. Y'all take 10% of 40,000?
Yes, sir.
4,000 now. So as long as I don't show you something that costs $4,000,
Yeah.
We good.
you good. Does that make sense? So if I show you something that costs $1,000 and it brings back $4,000, is that a good deal? Yes, no, yes, no. All right, just want to make sure y'all thinking in the room. All right. Now, I saw this company just like you guys saw this company. I don't own it. I'm a part of it. I had a very similar presentation, and it just made sense to me. Does that make sense? Now, the mission at Myecon is very simple. We want to help people experience more personal financial success. More what?
Personal
Financial success. We want to help you upgrade your lifestyle and dreams. We want to help you accomplish goals. And more importantly, we want to help you retire. Now, contrary to popular belief, retirement has nothing to do with age, only money. I retired Winter Bobo at age 33. Is that worth a round of applause? 33, she was done. She's done. Not clocking in corporate era. I retired myself around 34. Done. Now, if somebody told me the other day, Dr. Bobo, it's 66 and a half. Yeah, for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because when you know better,
You do that.
y'all all right with me. Now, does anybody have a lifestyle upgrade or a dream that you want to accomplish within the next 12 months, over the next year? Yes, ma'am.
I want to do some serious travel.
Serious traveling. Let's give it up. Some serious traveling. Now, I gotta know though, what is the definition of serious traveling? What does a serious travel trip look like?
You know, instead of like you going to visit Baba and them in Chicago.
I agree with that.
Going across the way to Mississippi to the family. No, I want to travel the world.
You want some stamps on your passport. Let's give it up for stamps on the passport. Okay. Anybody else lifestyle upgrade or dream you want to accomplish? Yes, ma'am. Come on. And not just any old home. Yo, come on now. That's all right. Who else got lifestyle upgrade or a dream you want to accomplish in the next 12 months? Big guy, what is it?
I want to weigh
What is it, big guy?
it up.
Come on, y'all, give it up. Mr. Ronnie, what you got?
I want to be a millionaire and I need me a truck.
All right. Now, I guess just not any old truck. Or what? Dream truck. All right, I got time for one more. A gold dream. Yes, sir.
What I want? 80 grand of residual income.
80 grand. Let's give it up. Perfect. Well, we're going to help you do that on today. Now, let's talk about a tale of two countries real quick. Man, America is the wealthiest country in the world. We account for 25% of the world's wealth. We have 536 billionaires right here in America, 10 million millionaires. That's something else, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you talk about billionaires, now you say Warren Buffett, third, fourth richest person in the world. Warren had 70-something billion dollars, right? Sam Walton, when he died, his death created multiple billionaires and multiple millionaires. Stronger.
Wow.
So my question for you today is this. When you pass, when you die, are people going to lie for you or lie on you at your funeral? In other words, what am I saying? Somebody said both. All right. So what I'm saying is, will Oprah Winfrey's great-great-grandchildren know her name? Do Sam Walton family from here to eternity, here go a chair right here, madam. Will Sam Walton's family for eternity know his name? Yes, no, maybe so.
Oh, yeah.
Why? They left a what? Legacy. They pictures gonna be over the fireplace. Yes, no, maybe so. When somebody else die, they picture gonna be on their obituary. No, this making sense. They're like, this was all made possible when great-granddaddy Sam died. Are y'all following what I'm saying?
Right.
That is generational wealth. And so for those of you in the room that believe in the Bible as I do in God, I just probably believe it a little differently than you do because I believe it in a literal sense. I believe it in faith without works is. I believe supernatural means God will do his super long as I do my natural. Right? Other people, when it say I was supposed to be rich, I believed that, ma'am. When it said I was the head and not the tail, I believed that. When it said it's supposed to be pressed down, shaken together, running over, men was going to give it to my bosom, I believed that.
Yes, sir.
When it said 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold,
Wow.
I believed that. When it said the windows of heaven was going to be open so much that I wouldn't have room enough to receive it all, I believed that. Come on, my father's rich and what?
Yes, sir.
When he said the cattle of 1,000 hills, I believed it. See, other folk believe a little differently. They believe that they got to die to go to heaven or hell. I believe you have both right here. I believe when you're not meeting your needs, when you got to fuss and cuss at your children just for being children. Now, y'all laughing. That breaks my heart when I'm in a store, when I'm in a mall, and I hear parents have to give their kids a speech. Don't touch nothing, don't ask for nothing, I better not have to look for you. In a mall? In a grocery store, don't ask for no cereal. It's a child. They supposed to want cereal. Are y'all following what I'm saying? But because it's a curse that has been passed on, especially in black families, in black generations, then we say stuff to our kids like, money don't grow on trees. And we lying to them then.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, the paper that money printed on come off a tree. The ink they use to print on the money come from so mama, money do grow on trees. I'ma just need you to go find them trees. Some of y'all don't get this in the morning. And this presentation ain't for everybody. Let me put that on the front end, because some will, some won't. So what next? This presentation is for the individuals that's sick and tired of being
Sick and tired.
I'm not going to keep driving by. I made up in my mind 15 years ago, I wasn't going to keep driving by big old pretty houses and asking myself, what do them people do? I wasn't going to let another big pretty car pass by me and I start hating. I can admit it. Y'all might not admit it. I used to be a hater. When I was broke, I was a hater. I was like, it ain't good enough to just have the Escalade. You got to put rims on it too. You got to put TVs in the headrest too. It don't take all. Maybe I'm the only one that was a hater. Saw somebody doing good, I immediately say, who they robbing? Who they stealing from? They must be the dope boy. Just hating. Just what? Hating. Nah, ma'am, I decided a long time ago, either the Bible was right or it was wrong. It wasn't no in between. And that book said that I was supposed to be the head and not the tail. It said I was supposed to be the lender, not the borrower.
True. True.
So millions of dollars later, that's why I spoil my wife the way that I do. Because I wasn't spoiled like that. And I had been married before. I was divorced before her. And I take full responsibility for that divorce. Because it's hard to be married. It's hard to have romance and you ain't got no finance. What woman in her right mind won't make love you broke?
Talking about.
I just know how to be rich. See, so the first go around, I wasn't rich. First go around, I wasn't rich. First go around, she had to clip coupons. First go around, she had to have a budget. First go around, she in the grocery store and got to make a 10-cent decision, mama. You looking at 2 cans of beans. One costs $1.09, the other costs $1.19, and you got to make a decision. I was part of the first divorce. Now one of Bobo make $1 million decisions. I be joking. Y'all be seeing her dragging them big ass bags in the house and stuff. One of Bobo be dragging Macy's bags bigger than her. Literally. Every day we get up, every week, we don't celebrate holidays. Because every day is a holiday. Wow. Anybody want to live that lifestyle?
Yes.
And whoever told you money can't buy you happiness was broke. They had to be. Watch this. If money can't buy you happiness, can poverty? Can just having enough? How does a person say, I want to work 40 years of my life, at 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month, retire, still not have enough, and go back to work? Maybe I'm making this up. Do y'all know some people that's working right now that should be retired?
Yes.
Do y'all know some people that retired and went back to work?
Yes.
That's you if you don't do something what?
Yeah.
But in the wealthiest country in the world, 80% of Americans are struggling. 80%. 69% of America don't have $1,000 in their bank account right now. I'm not asking you to wave, blink, or nothing. But you can just think it. I'll be telepathic with you. And y'all can just say, Doc, you ain't lying. You Lord knows you ain't lying. I ain't got $1,000 in mine. And if nothing changes, And just in case y'all think I'm bragging or boasting, let me put in a little prerequisite there. The reason I talk about our wealth and riches today is because I used to be homeless. I used to be broke, busted, and disgusted. I'm not talking about sleeping on somebody's house homeless. I'm talking about head on the concrete, taking a bath in gas station restrooms homeless. Does that make sense? So I went from bankruptcy to a breakthrough.
Thank you.
A mess to a message. I wear $40,000 watches. I got somebody's car on my wrist. Y'all will get that in the morning. I got some of them houses in South Memphis. That's all they say. I can get some houses for $20,000 in South Memphis. I guess I got 2 houses from South Memphis. See, does a Rolex tell time differently than another watch? No. No. I want you to get rich, not so you can go get a Rolex, but you can have the choice to. Does that make sense? See, when I make y'all a millionaire, that don't mean go get a Bentley. Bentley actually may not be your thing. Does that make sense? You go get you the top of the line Camry. You know, some people just love Camry. All I'm saying is if the Bentley and the Camry are parked side by side, it's simply your choice of which one. Do that make sense? Only 4% of America ever attain financial wealth. 4%. By the time a person 65, right here in America, they dead or dead broke. Choosing between their light bill and prescription medicine. Maybe y'all think I'm making it up. Y'all ever got this little letter in the mail from Social Security office? Yes, no, maybe so. Tell you how much in the thing, how much y'all get. Yo, what y'all call it? Retirement, Lord. Do anybody remember the number on there? Like, just anybody want to share it? Yes, sir. $813. $1,210.
That was retirement. That was retirement at 65. If I got disability was 862.
My goodness.
That's right. That's not.
What? Listen, they sent you a letter that said, we're going to take money out your check every time you get paid for the rest of your natural life. And when if you make it to 66 and a half or 67, we'll give you $800 a month. $1,200 a month. Now the Bible said you only reasonably promised 70. That's roughly about what? 70. Well, next time they send y'all that green letter, write them back and say, just send me a lump sum now. Hey, man, let me get mine right. Y'all will get it in the morning. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now, why are so many people struggling in the wealthiest country on the planet? Number one, taxes. Taxes. Taxes always going where? Always. And so one of the other things that I found out when I started making a lot of money, I'm talking about little money, a lot of money, was rich people bank differently. Because they understand it's the movement of what? Money that create wealth. That's why it's called currency, like an electrical what? Current. Or water what? Current. They always what? Move. Where your money flowing to? I ask people when they get paid. Normally they say, on the 1st and the 15th. On Fridays. I reason with you that you don't get paid on the 1st and 15th. You don't get paid on Fridays. Everybody but you do. You just hold it for a second. And some of y'all like me got direct deposit. Your bank account be overdrawn. I ain't scared to tell y'all when I was doing bad. Man, my bank account was overdrawn. Direct deposit went in there. The bank got theirs first. And I had nothing again. Sir, it had to go 2 more weeks. Everybody looks at your neighbor and say, enough is enough. So the first thing we're going to do is get your taxes under control. See, taxes is the biggest bill you pay. You just don't know it because they take it in increments and they take it before you get it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Anybody ever worked overtime in the room?
Yes.
Has anybody ever been upset with your overtime check? Yes. Why were you upset with your overtime check? The more you make, the more they take. Man, let me put y'all on camera. This is a smart group right here. One more time. Y'all say it for the camera. The more you make, the more they take. Then guess what y'all got smart and said, well, I'm going to get like your logic leave. Because you just told me the more I make, the more they take. So instead of working overtime, you went and got a second job. Or you get real desperate. And you're around broke people that don't know no better. And you say something like this. I'm going to go back to school. Now, between my wife and I, we have enough degrees to make up the mama. So I am not talking against higher education, but it does have to be in perspective. I got some other doctors in the room. Let's give it up, Dr. Fred Brown. So watch this. Working on her PhD. Let's give it up. Yeah, she did it. Give it up. Boom. But we ain't do it for money. I'm going to show you why in a minute. Watch this. You broke, busted, disgusted. And how do you know if you broke, busted, and disgusted? The average black person get mad when I say that. I ain't broke, busted, disgusted. I say, you ain't? No. Why not? I live in Germtown. I live in Collierville. I drive a Benz. So let me help you determine if you're broke, busted, and disgusted. That simply means you're paying this month's bills with this month's money.
That's right. You're right. You're sure right about it.
That means if you get sick this month, that means that you live and work in an at-will state. That simply means your employer can terminate you at any time without cause or reason. So if they come up to you and say, thanks, but no thanks, your services are no longer needed, you are broke, busted, and disgusted. Maybe you still don't think it. If your house note late twice, your car note late, you late on your credit card payment, just y'all getting where I'm going with this? Yeah. If you've ever paid a late fee, a reconnect, if you letting the bank charge you $20 a month to hold your money that they getting rich off of, y'all will get it in the morning. Second reason they struggling in America, inflation. A guest in the room, just give me your definition of inflation. There's not a right or wrong answer. I'm just curious to know how you guys think. When you hear the word inflation, what does that mean?
Costs more than what you make.
Stuff costs more than what I make. I love that. Also, my dollar don't buy today. What about yesterday? Would y'all agree with that? Oh, yeah. How much is a gallon of gas? 93. The good stuff. $3.89. $3.89 some places. $4 some places. Are y'all follow what I'm saying? $4 a what? Yeah. Everybody know about student loans? You know when you got a student loan, your interest got interest?
Yes.
It's called compound interest. There's only 3 ways to get rid of a student loan. Number 1, pay it. You just got to simply pay it. Number 2, become permanently disabled. Or 3, die. You can't bankrupt it. They will intercept your taxes. They will intercept your Social Security. They will intercept benefits that you're receiving from the government if you owe what? Student loans. Now, y'all tell me, is this a setup or not? Cause I just be wondering, sometimes people say, Doc, you're a conspiracy theorist. Let me see if I'm smoking crack or not. You take an 18-year-old that just graduated high school. Tell them you need higher. Now your parents probably don't have, or if they do, they're not successful, because I know they're not successful because of this next step. You need student loans. And at 18 years old, you put a person in student loan debt. They are freshmen on a college campus. They can't even spell graduate. Maybe y'all think I'm making this up. That the kids in Shelby County schools graduate 9 times before they real graduation and can't spell graduate. See, that's that. Maybe this is my conspiracy stuff. So if I'm in a conspiracy, y'all tell me, no, Dr. Smoke Crack, it ain't like that.
Just like that.
What is a participation trophy?
Showed up. Or you didn't show up.
Do y'all know that they talk now? The psychologist said, and I'm one, and I disagree. Said that it disrupts a child's self-esteem when they don't win, when they're not celebrating. So give them a participation trophy, and that'll help their self-esteem. How many of y'all know that don't even sound right saying it out loud? Do it. You lost, but you won. No. You don't get a trophy unless you what? Win. Number one is what? Number one. That's it. What's the vice president name? She said Donald Trump. See, no, I know. Hold on. But I just stoned the whole room basically because 99% of y'all just had to go. Then it dawned on you who it is. You don't know because he number 2. Y'all will get it in the morning. So if you got children, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, if they bring home a participation trophy, throw it out the window. Stomp on it, crush it in front of them. Do not allow them to take that mentality on in a world that will kill them just as soon as look at them. Participation, don't you got to be 10 times better than they do? Yes, sir. It's 2018 and women still don't have equal pay. There you go. And you talking about a participation? Let me keep moving. So they do. So you take this kid, he's 18, put him on a college campus, he can't spell graduation. You already started him or her out with student loans, and then you had a nerve to get him a MasterCard, Visa, or Discover. And then they get a car. Then they want then first time buyers program, come on in, college students get a disc. Then they want somewhere to what? Stay. Are y'all feeling it? Then they're going to discover that I don't make enough. My student loans more than my job. They discover I just got $100,000 worth of student loans for a $30,000 job, and my job not even in the field that my degree in. And then you end up on a job that don't even require a degree.
Come on, man. Deep truth.
Maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist. Maybe this is not really happening in the world. So then, watch this. I gotta eat. Can somebody tell me how much a gallon of milk is? I'm talking about milk that got a name, not just milk. $4.29.
I was in the store. It was $6 at Kroger's in Jackson, Tennessee.
So watch this. So we gotta look, y'all. We got a range from $4.50 to $6, and we got to hit it with 9.25% sales. And y'all told me a gallon of premium gas was $4, right? So if I make $7 to $8 an hour, I got to work 1 hour for a gallon of gas, and I gotta work another hour for a gallon of milk.
There you go.
That's called what?
Inflation.
Everybody see why people struggling?
Oh, yes.
Third reason people struggling is debt. Is what?
Debt.
If you got bills in the room, raise your hand.
Yeah.
If you got more than one bill, raise both hands. If you've been late on some of your bills, stomp your feet. If you just stop paying some of them, just moan a little bit. You ain't paying it, don't moan. You worry about it. Y'all done went to the old spiritual thing. Yeah, man, y'all killing my camera. That back don't work. I'm trying to record this. All right, now that old church song said, if I couldn't say a word, I just wait. Y'all, debt is a curse. Everybody say debt is a curse.
Debt is a curse.
In fact, the Bible says it this way: to whom you owe, you are a slave.
To the mouth.
The borrower is always subject to the lender. I want to be the head, man, not the tail. I love when I looked at my bank account, brother, and it looked like a Social Security number. Little old me. Didn't even have to move out of Memphis to do it. Y'all go to Atlanta, they popping in Atlanta. No, they broke it down too. Gotta go to Florida, Doc Miami. I went to one of the Miami and out there. I said, they told us to move here.
They broke through.
Broke her. I went on the wrong side of the tracks, literally. I didn't know, this is my first time in Miami. And it changed, the scenery changed real quick. Y'all been to Miami before? Like, at 501, it was penthouses, condos, and sand. At 504, they was trying to clean my windshield, the bump. And I messed with, I'm just hood. I love chicken everywhere I go. And it's just me. I love chicken. And I was in Popeyes in Miami. I was in the wrong Popeyes. This is how I know I was in the wrong Popeyes. Because I was just standing there, man, minding my own business. And, I had on my little Gucci sound a little bit, bro. And this brother came up to me that worked at Popeye. He said, you ain't from here, is you? That's real. He was saying here. I was like, no. And he was like, I said, no, I'm not. He said, big bro, as soon as you get this chicken, man, you need to head on back to where you stay. I said, why you say that? This is his exact word. He said, hey, man, niggas hungry around here. And I ain't talking about for chicken. Man, I got my little 3-piece spice I did like white people when they see black folk. I thought, one lock the door, lock the door. We are in the wrong in Miami, Florida. How many of y'all know it's broke people everywhere?
Yeah.
Let me say this to you. You can change your eye color. You can change your hair. You can change husbands. You can change wives. You can change religions. You can change churches. But if you don't change your mind, how you gonna take a broke, busted mindset to hot level? If you lazy in Memphis, you'll be lazy in. And please don't take y'all crazy asses to New York. Or Hollywood. I ain't go out there talking about you gonna make a movie. You gonna make one. You're gonna be the kind you think, okay? Anybody want to get out of debt? Yes, no, maybe so. The first thing I need y'all to do when y'all get out of debt, because right now you've been programmed. Everybody say I was programmed. You were programmed to pay your bills 1 month at a time. I just want to pay my bills what? 1 month at a time. No. We're going to have you paying your bills up 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time. Man, y'all follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Our light bill in one of our conduct, man, this new energy efficient stuff they get off the chain, man, we be blowing the snowball, we blow the heat. I mean, like, we do not try to conserve nothing. And I have never had a light bill over $230. Absolutely amazing, right? So what I do is, although my light bill only $230, I send in $430 every month. I'm thousands of dollars what? Is this making sense to y'all yet? Well, Doc, why do you do that? It's psychological. Because I never want to go back to my broke, busted, disgusted mindset of just paying my bills for the month. This will bless you, I promise you. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about why people struggle. Lack of financial intelligence. See, the only thing they told us barely was go to school, make some good grades so you can get a good what? Job. And sometimes jobs. She said that. I didn't say that. Whoever said that just on purpose. Or they might tell you start your lawn cut business. Build paint. Nothing wrong with it, except this. No leverage. What do I mean by leverage? Both of those mean you work 1 hour, get paid for what? 1 hour. People on the left side of the quadrant always say stuff like this. Time is money. That's not a true statement. Time is only money if you have a job or you self-employed. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, when you move to the right side of the quadrant, you become a business owner or an investor. What's the difference between a business owner and self-employed? It's very simple. Self-employed, you gone, business gone. Business owner, you gone, business still gone. And an investor is just a person that has learned how to make their money make what? Money. See, God told Adam be what? Fruitful and multiply. And I want y'all to start looking at your bank account and saying, be fruitful. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at them 1 or 2 little wrinkled dollars in your wallet. No, I'm serious. And you speak those things that be not as though they were. You get mad. And Doc and want to say mad mean 2 things. First of all, I got to make a decision. M-A-D. Make a decision. Then move and do. Yes, sir. And I tell my wallet, you tell your bank account, I'll never be broke another day in my life.
Yes, sir.
Every check that comes, you look at it and say, be
Fruitful and multiply. There you go.
every coin you find in your ashtray. Somebody hand you $10 for lunch. Just say, I was just thinking about you. Y'all gonna get rich messing with me. You'll get rich messing with me.
Come on, Doc.
Investors is where you ultimately want to be, even from a legal standpoint. The investor is the only one that by law a person has to try to make them money. Did y'all know that?
Yes, sir.
As an employee, it ain't my job to help you make no what? Money. Maybe y'all think I'm lying. Anybody ever had a boss on your job become like, look, I need you to do so and so, and that ain't your job? And then you be like, well, why you ain't adding Ashley and Kiki and them doing? They saw something stupid like, you know they be tripping. You know they be tripping. Yeah. We make the same amount of money, but you want me to do their job. Let me take it a step further. Anybody ever train their supervisor? Well, damn, why they just didn't make you the supervisor? Maybe it's a conspiracy. Maybe I'm making it up. As in what? That ain't got nothing to do with your time. Are y'all following me? Yeah. I'm going to make a post in the morning. I'm going to take a snapshot of one of my investment accounts tonight. And I'm going to let y'all see. Now, they can do Photoshop. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a 30-second video clip of my investment account and what's in the investment account before I go to bed. When I get up in the morning, say my prayers, check my investment account, I'm going to go back on camera and do another 30-second snapshot so that you'll see I made money while I was sleeping. Anybody want some sleep money?
Yes, sir.
Our solution real simple. Y'all, everybody say it's simple?
It's simple.
We're going to show you how to income shift, get you some business income and a passive income. Everybody in the room that has a job that's not currently a part of Myecon, your W-4 form is filled out wrong on your job. That simply means you're overpaying your taxes every time you get paid, and that's part of the reason you keep struggling. Well, Doc, how do you know that? Did you make that up? No. The IRS sent out a letter back in 2005. What year is this?
2018.
So it's not new information. Came out in 2005. Back in 2005, they said federal refunds totaled $215 billion last year, so last year would have been 2004. Okay. More than 101 million taxpayers got what? Refunds? That's 80 what? %. Back in 2004, the average refund was what? $2,126. Now, this is the important part of the letter. Where does your refund come from? See, people celebrate, especially black folk.
Yes.
We balling.
Yes.
We love an income tax.
Check.
Did somebody say lick? That got me. Lick. I got my taxes back. Y'all, my people do so bad. We get a $5,000 check, $6,000 check, $8,000 check, and cash it at the liquor store for another 3 to 5% of your own money. But let's go here though, because they got mad at me before I had this letter. I was saying this before I knew about the letter. They thought I was being arrogant, rude, and somewhat obnoxious. I said, no, I'm just being truthful because I had common sense. I knew that if you got a refund, mean do over, give back, fund meant money. How was that celebratory? But let's read it. Maybe Doc is a conspiracy theorist. Read this with me, y'all. Where does your refund come from? It comes from your wallet or your purse.
That's what it said.
Wow.
Let's keep going. When you tell your employer how much to withhold from your paycheck or you make an estimated tax payment. So back in 2005, that was about $40 a week too much. $160 a month, $1,600 a year you was throwing away for nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I go to this, whatever this is, Airhead. I take this Airhead, it's an Airhead really in here. I take this Airhead to Walgreens. I say I want a refund. What they gonna ask me for? Receipt gonna show them two things. First thing the receipt show them what? It came from what? Walgreens. Second thing the receipt show them what? How much I paid. Whatever their receipt say, that's what they gonna give me what? Back. Because that's what I gave them. Then why are you celebrating an income tax refund? I'm only giving you your money back that you gave me all year long. And the government didn't let it sit there. They know about currency. So they was investing your money all year long. Making money off you all year long. But you was paying interest all year long. Late fee all year long. You might be using the extra withholdings as a forced saving method, but Uncle Sam